Today we're talking about AMC. AMC has been on a nice little rally recently. Stocks that had rallies in the past tend to have rallies again. They always come back like a fiend. Meme stocks AMC extends rally, jumps more than 20% as Theta Chain sells new shares to an investor. AMC said in securities filing that it raised $230.5 million through a stock sale to Market Capital Management. The Theta company said it would use its funds for potential acquisitions, upgrading its theaters, and deleveraging its balance sheet. Good news. Good news along with the fact that people are going out more. The economy is opening up for good. People are spending money like the Roaring 20s 2.0. If we look at the chart, if you look at a chart and you find entries and exits for your trades, then you're using technical analysis to trade, which some people like technical analysis, some people like fundamentals, some people are quants and use math, and whatever you use it, perfect it, get good at it, whatever. But I think you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't use technical analysis. There's a lot of, papers back in the day about, technical analysis, this, that, just randomness and all that. But I don't believe the market is randomness. Behind every dollar that's spent, every share that's bought, there's a real person behind that with real emotions. We all behave quite similar with how we deal with emotions. If we don't like what's going on and the stock is tanking, sometimes we sell. For the most part, a lot of people sell. And it'll show up on the chart that people are selling. The chart shows a lot of emotions. Now, I like technical analysis, but I don't think you should use just technical analysis when trading. But I think it's a good guideline to, be aware of. Now, the basics of technical analysis is support and resistance, where you look on a chart and there's a lot of clustering at certain price levels. These levels act as a point of interest. On the support side, that would be like the floor, where a level maybe bounces, comes back to that floor, and then bounces off again, or consolidates around that level for quite a period of time. The resistance would be the upside, where a stock goes up, where it finds this resistance level where it's kind of like hard to break, and then it comes back down. Comes up, hits that level, comes back down. Okay, simple enough. With AMC, if you look back at that last rally, the last rally was about $25 where it hit. You look at previous all-time highs, it's one of those resistance levels, or previous highs in a long stretch of time. And since that level was around $25, what happened recently? Well, we broke the 25 level mark and it got up to 29 and it came back to 25, the floor, support level. I say we because I have a small position, but nothing to brag about. It went up again, it hit 36, it came back down. Where did it touch? $25. Consolidated a little bit. It jumped again. Right now it's $40. New all-time high. Now, if you're in the stock already, I think the odds are in your favor to hold. And the reason I say hold is because we're getting to a level, the $50 hold number mark. Now, I've read books about hold numbers in the stock market, and that's a good level of resistance where people buy and sell just based on past data that they looked up. I forgot what the book's called, so I'm sorry about that. But with resistance levels, when they break resistance, you tend to see another gap up. New buyers, new optimistic money that goes in there, drives the stock even further up. With this, I like 50. Now, I'm holding beyond 50 because if it breaks 50, I expect a nice gap up, maybe to 60, maybe to 70. So if you're already in the stock and you're getting a little anxious and you see your account balance and you're up a nice amount and you say, I really wish I had that money, just sell the money. It's your money. Make it real. If you're not anxious and you're comfortable holding, I would say hold for the break above 50 if it gets there. Like, I'm no genius. I'm not Nostradamus. I can't predict the future, but just based on me being in the market as long as I have been, the fact that this stock has so much momentum, it broke its previous rally's high, its all-time high level, I think it could break above 50 and gap up a few notches higher. I'm not talking about like hundreds and 200, so I'm sorry about that, before maybe a sell-off. But like I said, AMC is a volatile stock, so it could open up in the morning and just tank. Okay, but if it does tank, where do you think a nice buying point would be? $25. Now, if you're not in the stock, it's a little different. If you're not in the stock and you see everybody else getting money and you want to jump in, my advice is be a little bit more cautious, because you're not playing with the house's money. You're playing with your own money. You're not up in the gains, and you could take the risk. If you're buying at these levels, know that it's high. It's a volatile stock. Don't just go at 9:30, buy it, go take a nap or go to work or school, and then leave it. Keep an eye on it. Trade it. Take it as a day trade. Take it as a short-term trade. So the people who are holding, who are okay with the risk, the potential risk that it drops quickly. If you're looking for the break above 50, I think the odds are in your favor to do so, because I like blackjack. It's similar to blackjack where the house has the advantage, right? But you could lower that advantage and give yourself an edge by doing a few things. Number one, being good at the game, understanding the game, being good at blackjack, or in trading, being good at trading. Or number two is understanding when to hold or when to bet harder.
Atlantic City trips trying to double what I came with. Blackjack table trying to clean up the place. While I'm playing, I'm steady praying for a king and an ace.
In blackjack, if you've been at the table for a while and you've been getting nothing but low cards and you know how to count cards and you know there's a lot of tens coming out, it's time to put more money in. Just like in the market, if the odds are in your favor, if you're playing with the house's money and your gains are here, extend those gains because the momentum's on your side. The stock is viral. It's all over Twitter. It's all over Wall Street Bets. Understand risk management. Risk management comes down to how much money you spend on a trade. It can go against you. I don't want anybody to lose money. I would say if you do have a lot of money and you're a little anxious in it, you could always cut half. You don't always have to buy 100% and then sell 100%. You could always, cut half your gains. Just looking at the chart. And here's the thing. AMC hit 35, 34 level before. It's not like it just shot up one day to 35 when everything else was at $5, because that would be a little bit more skeptical, and I wouldn't even touch it for longer than a day if that was the case. That's why I say I would hold for the next leg up. Now, there's a lot of technical analysis terms I could use on, what's going on. There's other channels that will break it down even better for you. But just looking at the chart, the momentum's there. It's gaining at a solid pace. It's not just shooting up and then coming back down. It's solidly going up like a staircase. It's reaching $50 mark. $50 is the area to watch. For all the people who share my videos, like, comment, or subscribed, I appreciate you. I'm out.
Make sure you go watch our last video. Make sure you like the last video and make sure you subscribe while you're over.